So I'm here by Old Lodge Way. I'm almost in Bentley Prairie, and as you've seen from my dashcam footage, I missed the exit. But it's fine, I turned around and all that, and now I'm going into Bentley Prairie to shoot some black and white photography. But first, I need to shove some photosensitive film into these holders so I can actually use the camera, because you can't do that without it. There isn't much motion in the sky anyways, like the clouds are just still plain white. Sometimes it's good to bite the bullet and go somewhere that you've never been to before, or never done before rather. And that is what I tried to do today, and that was photograph in the rain, in black and white, and never scan it as well. And you're asking, how does that happen? Well, you'll see later that I will actually develop it and print it. So stick around. So, this is the place I want to photograph. This is the subject I want to photograph. This tree falling down. I'm sort of liking this because we've got light shining from the top now. So, other lens which I got, it's a different lens. I have not used it in the Scotland trip. I've got it afterwards. It's a 127mm compared to the 162mm I had previously. That's a bit wider. And it's equivalent to roughly a 35mm in horizontal. Starting to rain again. I think this whole day today is probably about, taking it slow and enjoying photography, not worrying about everything else. This time I think it will be pouring it down quite well. So I will sacrifice myself for the good of that. Exposure times, and that's usually what I use pocket light meter for. So it's going to be ISO 400 f45 a quarter. I'm not going to focus on the very end of it, though I could, but that will mean I'm not going to get too much of the back in focus. Even at f45, yes, you'd wonder, but that's basically how these work. I'll need to tie that back. Okay, so that's been tied down there basically. And now I will take a film holder. This is A1. Let me check the framing again, because sometimes it's slightly moves. Yeah, okay. And let's just do A1 first. And that's done. It's good to be back somewhere warm and, less wet. But yeah, I'll just drive home now and get my darkroom ready and set up and stuff. Let me see if the whip starts. It's good. So I think the most annoying and time-consuming bit is yet to come, and that's developing the film and drying it. But after that, that's the most relaxing bit. Printing. What? Yeah, then we just get developing. So I start off by unloading the film and loading it into the developing tank. And then I have to prepare all my chemistry, such as the rapid fixer, and then check the water for 20 degrees, get my Kodak AC110 developer, prepare that as well. That's also the developer that Ansel Adams used to use in his later days. And then developing usually takes about 5 minutes, and that's with agitation in between every minute. And then you fix it and pour everything else into the trays for reuse. And that's the final product. That is the film. That was quite a very sped up version of it. So now let's dry it, and that usually takes about 20 to 25 minutes because you'd want everything to be dry perfectly. And let's make some tea while we're at it, because we're just waiting around, so might as well. And there's the cat. So I'll play me some Miles Davis, and because why not, it's like good music. So now I start burring the windows, and that's beginning a transformation to a dark room. I also have some RGB lights to make the whole room red. I have to load in the film into the enlarger, so that includes dusting it off. So it's a long process at the beginning, but just to make sure that the actual print comes out nice and, well, not dusty, because everyone hates dust on their prints, don't it? So now I check it for focus, and it looks pretty good actually. So I start taking the paper out, and then I have to go into some test exposures to sort of check how the image would look like. That's usually with a base filter of maybe filter 2 for multigrade at 400 ISO of the film. I cross-reference back onto previous prints and the notes I've made, so I know the exposure times and what could be a decent print first time off. And so now I put a 8x10 print in there to try out some different exposures and see which one I like best. And that's usually how you use a piece of card to do little strips of exposures, and see which one you like best. So I sort of liked the second to last one, or the third to last one, the middle one. I wanted a combination in between them, so I used a combination of time, because they would be 3 seconds apart. So that is the final print over there. I will now dry it off. I'll first wash it and dry it off on the wall of the bathroom.